Still driving to Vancouver, Washington. This drive has been super long, and there's been construction parts where you have to stop and wait for a car to come grab you to drive you through the construction part, so it's making it even worse and take longer. But 3.5 more hours, and I'll be there. At least my drive tomorrow is only about 2 hours from Vancouver to Tacoma. And one of my crap stories that I want to talk about is actually in Tacoma. So, crap story number two, I was at Emerald Queen in Tacoma, Washington, and I was sitting there. We're all playing, table's fine, and a random young guy just walked up to the table, started yelling that we're all gonna lose, the casino's gonna take our money, nobody's gonna win, and then he also starts arguing with the older gentleman, and I could hear him cussing him out. And the floor wasn't doing anything; they were allowing it. And the first person that was shooting with him playing the don't, they crapped out. And so he just started celebrating. He was like, look, see, nobody's going to win any money. You're all going to lose. I'm going to take all your money playing the don't. And I just got tired of it. So I looked at him and I told him to run his mouth like that when I'm shooting. And he was like, what's that supposed to mean? And the floor kind of looked at me because they took it as like a threat. But I told him, when I shoot, bet as much money as you want. I dare you. I'm going to take you out. And he's like, okay. He got all excited. So the dice finally got to me. Came out with a 6. And he had about $150 on the don't. Didn't even put odds. And I was telling him, I was like, go ahead, put odds if you want. And he's like, no, this is enough. And I came out, smacked a 6, took him down. And I was screaming. So you're not supposed to celebrate when you win on the don't. But when you take a don't out, it feels so good. And the whole table is excited. He's like, yeah, take that guy out. Sometimes even the dealers will say that. So screaming. Didn't even win that much money because back then I didn't even play that big. So it's funny because I'm yelling for like maybe $30. And he's all upset. So he puts another $100 bet out. And then I go. And unfortunately, I crapped out. And so he's screaming, celebrating, and I'm sitting there pissed off. And then the rest of the people at the table didn't want anything to do with it. So they actually passed the dice right back to me. And I just got super focused in the zone and told them to keep betting the don't. And then it got to the point where I hit every single don't that he put out. And then he was also playing the DC. So I was hitting the point and the numbers as repeaters after they were going to the numbers from the DC. If you don't know what the DC is, it's kind of like a come bet, but opposite. So if you put money in the DC, don't come, you roll a number and that goes to that number. And it's betting that I'm not going to roll that number again before I roll a 7. So I hit every point, took the guy out, every single dollar. It was the best feeling in the world. I was screaming at the top of my lungs. The floor was freaking out like, Jesus Christ, you guys a bunch of little kindergartners, but I take a lot of pride in what I do. I've practiced a lot, spent a lot of time. So for someone to come in and just be that negative when the energy at the table isn't right, then that's when there's a lot of bad rolls. So luckily I was able to take him out, and he just walked away. When he lost, he didn't say a word. He just walked away, and I didn't hear from him again. But that was the best feeling I've had playing craps, other than hitting like the all small tall. But other than that, like, I was so proud that I took him out.